I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. I head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way 1,000.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are back again with another video. And guys, we're back again with Stargirl episode 3. Guys, this was a really great episode. I really love how we get some more backstory. This is the Pink Pen episode. And I loved it. And this was the episode where, we've seen in the trailers where Mike gets the pink pen.
Yeah.
And we get a little bit more about, more of an insight on, who was the previous owner of the pink pen, aka we all know was Johnny Thunderbolt. So,
just Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder. But, and it was really cool because I'm gonna we started off the episode, what was it, 10 years ago?
11 years ago.
11 years ago. And
so Courtney was still a little girl at the time.
Yeah.
It's 2010, and she's like 16 now, and it's 2021, so.
And I love how back in, when we go, 11 years ago, it takes place the same Christmas night where, the whole, the JSA goes to fight the Injustice Society, and, we get...
Everybody dies.
But, this is before they're leaving, and we see, Johnny Thunder come downstairs
To where Pat is.
to talk to Pat, because Pat's fixing up, the car, and, he's like, what are you doing down here, Johnny? And he's like, I just wanted to see what you're up to, and, it just sucks being on the sidelines, waiting for us to be called in. He's like, it feels like I'm always, screwing up things, and he's like, it's not so bad to be, to be here and wait until they need us to come in. And, it was cool because it's like, it's like, in a way, he was a sidekick, same as how Pat was, but, Pat was okay with it, and, but Johnny wanted more. He wanted to be like, it just sucks. I feel like I'm screwing up, and, they don't need me, and it feels like I'm just, on the sidelines. And it was cool to see because that takes place before they go fight the Injustice, and literally right as before they're about to leave,
Wildcat comes down.
Yeah, and what does he say? What does he tell Johnny? And he says, they brought Solomon Grundy, we need your help.
Oh yeah, they got Grundy, so we need your help.
And he literally said, Pat, I'll have some of the eggnog when we get back. Little do we know, we do know, they don't come back.
Pat wanted to help, but Wildcat's like, give a kid on the way.
Exactly.
Which is Mike.
Which I was like, okay, that explains why he wasn't able to
go.
But as we all know, Pat ends up going.
Yeah.
Because he knows that shit's going down at that place and that they need backup. He said, we all know from the first episode, he calls, he doesn't call Pat. Does he? Or, because I remember, and Sylvester's like, stay away, that's an order, but he still ends up going.
Yeah.
So he knows that they need help. Of course, we all know. Pat knows that they need help, and he goes, but, Sylvester doesn't want him going. So I just love how it's like, we know what happens to make Pat go. I love that. That was so cool. And that's also, it makes us, learn more about Johnny Thunder, which I thought was awesome. He felt the same way he felt the same way Mike feels. And that is all about this episode, is that Mike felt neglected, and that's why the pen goes after people that are like him. Hence why he chose Johnny. Hence why he chose Mike, because Johnny and Mike had the same things in common that he had with the Thunderbolt pen, the pink pen. So I really love that. He had the same thing in common with the pink pen, Johnny and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because so many people were telling me that the real owner of the pink pen was I'm blanking. What was the kid that we saw at the what was his name?
Jakeem?
Jakeem. Yeah, Jakeem. And he is the owner of the pink pen after Johnny Thunder. So I really thought that was cool.
I really thought the owner was going to be Mike, because it's like...
Yeah, I thought that too. Because I remember, I was like, okay, Mike's going to be a hero. I'm not going to lie, that kind of bummed me out. I understand Jakeem is supposed to be the real owner of the pen after Johnny, but it kind of bummed me out because I was like, okay, Mike's finally, he's getting what he wants. He's getting what he deserves, to be treated, equal, to be a part of that team, and also he's finally feeling like he's useful and this is his calling. Same as how Courtney got the staff, because they had that heart-to-heart talk where it was they were having that heart talk where they're debating, Pat's debating if he gets to be in the JSA.
Yeah.
And he says to Courtney, you know, he's like, you know, you should understand, you know, you can get me in, like, you know.
And she's like, it's not my decision, it's Pat's, because Pat's your dad.
Exactly. And I thought that was cool because it's like, it was that moment, like, it was that bond they had. It was that really brother-sister bond that we'd been waiting for, because they really didn't feel like brother and sister until this moment. I was like, okay, we're getting there.
I always felt like Mike and Courtney are brother and sister.
Well, I know.
They're close, so.
They're not this, but they're not close. This was like their final, like, they were really, like, coming to be brother and sister. Like, finally. Like, they were actually had something in common. Like, he felt like he could really relate to her in that moment where, like, and felt like Courtney could relate to him. How, like, you know, that was that moment, like, you know, the staff chose you, same as how the Pink Pen chose me. You know, you felt like this was your calling to become a hero, same as how this is my calling to become a hero. I know you can, like, you understand where I'm coming from. And the fact that, I don't know, she was kind of, like, hesitant on, like, no, you know, it's not my choice, no, it's Pat's. I thought for sure this was what's going to spark him to go to the JSA somehow. Or something, this was going to spark him to be like, you know, no, I'm not having, you know, no one respects me here. No one cares about me. I'm going somewhere where someone does care about me. And
Which is the ISA.
I thought that. I was like, oh my God, is this the beginning? I'm like, oh shit. Oh my God. And then, of course, we get more about, you know, the shade and everything and how that went. So I'm going to let you go and what you liked about this episode. What did you like about it?
There was a part where Rick said something. He was like, I'm amped. And he said, like, when I get my hand, it's going to, like, it's gonna be hilarious when I get my hands in the shade or something like that. Yeah, he said that he said like it was cool because he's like it's gonna be legendary. He said something. I wrote it down because I thought it was hilarious. It was cool. It was such a Rick thing to say, and I thought it was very funny. I wrote it right here. He said, Rick says it will be historic when I get my hands on shade. And she's like, what is that supposed to mean? That's what Courtney says. And then Rick's like, I don't know, I'm amped. And that had me dead. I was like, okay. I was like, that's such a Rick thing to say. He's like, it's going to be historic when I get my hands on shade. That's so Rick, though, because Rick is such a hothead when it comes to, like, fighting everybody. What was the one thing Courtney said, like, at the school, whatever? We were just, like, laughing about it. She said something.
What'd she say? I don't know. What are you talking about? Was it today's episode?
Yeah, I can't remember.
She said something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was before she was talking about, it was like right before she was talking about Mike's name.
Oh,
like, Yeah, before that. It was like
before that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but like, I just really loved how, like, we got more of a brother and sister bond from, like, you know, to Mike and, you know, Courtney. I loved that aspect, and I loved how, I'm like, this sets the tone of, okay, how, again, they're giving us a little bit of the story on how will this go with, Cindy wanting to recruit Mike. They're setting, like, you know, the groundwork on, okay, maybe this is why he wants to go to a different team, or they're setting that groundwork on top of letting it. They're finally getting into Eclipso popping up.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the episode, Beth found out from, Chuck, because, Chuck's flashing in and out. He's not fixed yet.
Yeah.
But he keeps, coming back and forth, but not remembering who she is. But he said, I don't know who you are, but I have to warn you, Eclipso's here. And I love that because now they all know. They know now, which I love. Eclipso's here. What's your problem? No, just, hang up the phone. Who cares? We're doing a video.
Sorry, my niece is calling me.
Literally, I do love how, they all know now. Rick knows, Beth knows, Yolanda's gonna find out because, Beth and, Rick are gonna tell her. Same with Courtney's gonna find out because it was cool because, Barbara, she told Pat that, there was a black diamond that he was looking for. And he knew right away that's the Eclipso diamond.
She said, what does a black diamond do?
And he's like, it's nothing good, it's bad. And that's what I love. And it makes sense how why he wanted to have that box. And he wanted to take it from the stash.
Because he knows that
he's able to, manipulate the shadows. Hence why, it was dark when they were about to, go into, they went into, he was staying, Shade was staying in the magician's house, which we all know he died in the first season.
Yeah.
From, I forget, Icicle's actual name.
Jordan.
Jordan killed him. So, because, Jordan killed his son. So, I really...
Jordan didn't kill his son.
Yeah, he did. Jordan killed his son.
No, we were on the bus.
No, he used the wind. because he's icicle. He controls wind and anything cold, so he used the cold wind to bring the card out so the truck would slide, and he did that on purpose. He did kill his son. So that's why I was like, okay, so Shade's staying in his house, okay. Makes sense because, again, he was in with the Injustice Society, so of course he would set the place of, of a member that's dead, because we end up finding out also that the Shade never liked them. And that's why he quit. Like, he said, we all had an agreement at one point, but I never liked them. His, Jordan's, a band of misfits and, his little troopers and all that stuff. So he's just making fun of Jordan and his, and how Jordan wanted to, make a better place, make a better America and all that, and this, and that. And it really goes to show that we thought the Injustice Society was bad. Shade's even worse, because he thought that Jordan's idea of making a better America was bad. What is his agenda? He wants the Eclipso Diamond, which is, again, Eclipso Diamond is a black diamond.
Yeah, but...
And he's able to probably control him.
Yeah,
that's why he wants it.
But Cindy has it.
Exactly, but that's a greater power that I think he's going to be able to overcome over Cindy, because, again, he deals with, in anything, any shade, any, dark spaces, anything, and the Eclipso Diamond is black. It is literally...
No, it's purple.
It's technically a black purple, so it's a darker color. So he's going to be able to control it somehow. Hence why he was able to talk to it, I think, because he heard, voices in the thing. And he said at the end of the thing, he's going to kill them. Meaning, I think he's going to kill, the JSA. Which I'm still wondering maybe why that is, why he wants to kill them. Maybe the JSA are the ones that locked him in there. I'm thinking maybe Starman maybe locked him in there, which would make sense because, again, his light powers and everything, maybe he was able to, put him in that thing. I don't know. Again, if you guys know more about, Eclipso, let me know, and maybe, give me some insight on, what they're trying to set up here. Because it looks like, again, that, he wants to take over because it makes sense. It's a greater power, and he has to control... Shade has the powers of, controlling, darker spaces and any shady types of forms. So, I thought that was a cool scene where, he was ready for them when Pat and, Yolanda, Rick, Courtney, Beth all walked in there. He was just sitting there with, with the candles, the tea, and pretty much was waiting for him. He knew right away who Pat was. He took him a minute, but he knew that Pat was Stripesy, and he knew that, oh my god, I know about the new JSA. He knew that they were going to come for him. So, and him putting everybody up against the wall, and, I'm thinking Courtney is definitely going to be the one to take him down, though, because he's the one, remember, the Starman's the one that, was able to incapacitate him with the staff.
Also, aside from that, the one part I really liked where Mike goes, Mikey Thunder, and Courtney goes, I take him here, and that's awful.
That was
horrible.
That was funny when she's like, I could take it from here, that's awful, when he said Mikey Thunder. That was funny. Mikey Thunder, oh my god. It's so funny to me, because she's the one that corrected Pat's name, saying, let's get rid of the, Stripesy and let's just do Stripe. So she, of course, is good with, the names. Yeah. She is the one that gives the people the superhero names, which I love.
It kind of even made me laugh, because there was, this, ex-boy member who I like, and he would call himself Mikey Thunder.
Ex who?
Mikey from Road Trip calls himself Mikey Thunder.
Annie in a road trip, but literally...
No, you don't know who it is. That's UK now, so you
But literally, guys, I loved this episode.
It was good.
I'm thinking Light, the Green Lantern.
Where's Jade?
I'm thinking Jade is definitely coming back to help. Because, maybe they're trying to stay right here, say, pretty much, that... the Starman staff can incapacitate, Shade, but maybe she is Light. She is the Lantern, Jade. So it makes me think she is definitely going to come back to help Courtney take out Shade. Yeah. Because you remember, because it's a known thing, as bright as day, as black as night, no evil shall escape my sight. You are my power, Green Lantern's light, and that is a known saying for the Green Lanterns, and that's the light. The Green Lantern Corps is the light. It's power. It's light power. Same as how Starman staff is. Definitely, both of them. Jade's coming back, and and Courtney and Jade are going to take down Starman. Of course, everybody else has helped to get to hold him down and stuff. But I'm telling you, they're going to be the ones that give the final blow. I bet. Because there's no way they're not going to bring back Green Lantern's daughter Jade. She's coming back at some point. I have a feeling she'll come back. At the right time, which will be cool. Or maybe they'll go find her and be like, we need your help. I don't know.
They wouldn't have shown her if she wasn't going to come back.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have brought her in as a character if she wasn't going to come back.
For sure. Also, Jakeem. I'm just excited to see. I mean, it was sad when Mike he did screw up. I don't know. He didn't even really screw up. Like Shane was going to escape no matter what. He knew that they were coming. He had the upper hand on them. It was not Mike's fault. That I thought Mike really got hurt when I thought for sure, the Thunderbolt would have been able to attack.
Yeah.
The Pink Pen would be able to attack Shade without Shade being able to make shade hands and push the Thunderbolt back into the pen, and then shock Mike. And I was like, holy crap! And then he disappeared. He said, "I'm going to tell you this last time. Stay out of my way." Which also, it's like when it was sad to me when he's sitting down. He's like, it almost makes me wish that this pen went to it makes me wish this pen went to a better owner.
Yeah, better hands.
And better hands. It was sad when it disappeared. I'm like, oh damn! I felt so bad for Mike,
and
but
then,
I understand they want to give it to the actual member, which is the actual second owner after Johnny Thunder is Jakeem. So it makes sense that he would be the one to take over. One of my subs mentioned that to me, which I really appreciate you. Thanks again for letting me know that Jakeem is the second owner of the Pink Pen. So thank you, I appreciate that. It's gonna be cool if they actually bring him in. I'm wondering if the Pink Pen will guide him to
Does Jakeem go to school with them?
I don't know. I mean, I think I don't know one, I don't know what school he goes to. 2, I don't know if he's even in Blue Valley, because that pen could have went anywhere. And 3, will that pen guide Jakeem to if he's already in Blue Valley to the Courtney and them and the JSA? Or is he somewhere else and that will still guide him to Blue Valley? I don't know. I don't know where he where he's from. But I'm thinking it is maybe in Blue Valley. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't think he does go to the school because we got no Easter eggs to that character. So I highly doubt he's in the same school as them. But we'll find out. Maybe he is. And this is their way to finally say, oh, he's been in the school the entire time. I don't know.
We met Beth went to school there.
Yeah, we did. They had hints to Beth before we got them all together. She was the one that Courtney first sat with at the table. Along with Yolanda was there, and then, Rick was there, and then he got up and left as she sat down. They were all at that table. They all set the forefront of those are the new JSA members. And I do love how, again, the Fiddler's son is totally eavesdropping on Courtney and Yolanda. And makes me wonder if he knew something, or maybe he's, knows things are suspect, how his mom died out of nowhere and everything. I have a feeling he is definitely gonna when because when Cindy tells him because she's of course not gonna say Sportsmaster and Tigress killed your parents. She's gonna say the JSA killed your parents, and then that kid's gonna go berserk. He is angry. He is no longer that nerdy little kid. He's angry. He is pissed. He's gonna make the most trouble in the Injustice Society. He's going to be so aggressive, along with Sportsmaster and Tigress's daughter, which I'm excited for next week's episode, because they're out. They're out of prison. I'm so excited.
They escaped from prison.
I knew it was bound to happen at some point. I knew it. I'm like, there's no way a prison's going to be able to, withstand them and obtain them all that time. I was like, it's not going to... I knew it was going to keep them under lock and key. They were going to get out. It's Sportsmaster and Tigress. And now I'm wondering if they're going to, if they're gonna want to try to take over the Injustice, but Cindy is not gonna let them. I told her if they want to take over, say, oh, it's our right to take over. We were the OGs. Cindy's gonna be sit down. Eclipso probably 100% is gonna take over and take them down right away. And then probably scare them to be in Eclipso and probably or Cindy are gonna be the one talking, saying I'm in control now and you guys listen to me, and maybe they're gonna be the underlings to how Jordan was the leader, and now they were the underlings. I feel like she's gonna make it I'm the leader, you're my underlings. You guys listen to what I'm saying.
Well, I felt Tigress and Sportsmaster were really after Jordan was killed, they really listened to Dragon King, which is Cindy's dad.
No, because Dragon King's dead, so they couldn't have listened.
Before that,
I know they listened to Jordan, and also Jordan. Everybody listened to Jordan. Jordan was the leader. So that's what makes me think that they're going to be oh, it's up for grabs. But little do they know Cindy's in charge. And she's making her new team. Now the question is that will they because I don't think they like Cindy. Let's just get something. I don't think they like Cindy. So when they probably either A, try to take over, and she's like, no, you're my underling, sit down. And then they're going to recruit their daughter, Sportsmaster and Tigress's daughter. And then she's going to probably join the team. And then right when they're gonna be like, oh no, you're not joining this team with that crazy, like, you know, with Cindy. And then maybe the daughters are like, you guys aren't in charge, I'm doing it or whatever. I don't know. I feel like the daughter might turn on them. I could see that happening. Or maybe the daughter wants to, like, but the daughter's defending them, saying, oh, they're innocent. So I don't know. Maybe the daughter will convince them to be a part of the Injustice Society again, even if they don't want to be underlings, but convince them to join again, because if she's involved, maybe they don't want her getting hurt and want them to be be involved there so they can protect her. I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm just excited because it looks like we're gonna get more action with the daughter, because that daughter looks pissed because she's saying, oh, my mom and dad were innocent, which they weren't. They were crazy, same as her. Just saying. But literally, it's gonna be interesting to see that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So, what did you like about this episode, and what are you looking forward to in the next episode? I've been talking a lot. Sorry, guys. I love this show. I love it. I have so many theories bouncing around in my head. This is such a great theory show. It's so good. And Brett Bassinger is just, she's amazing. She's just amazing. She's...
He's just
No, because look, she's super, okay, look, she's super talented, she's super awesome, she seems like such a down-to-earth girl, literally, and she's just awesome, literally, she fits this role so perfectly, no one else could play this character. Like, do you agree with that? Like, she is so good.
Yeah, but you're saying she's
she's very pretty. She's pretty, but that's not why I'm saying that, you know that. Literally, I just think she's so perfect for the role. The whole cast is. I think it's so good. I love this show so much. It's so good. And you really felt the heart moments between, Mike and Courtney. I literally, that music, the score. The score this season is so good. I really feel the emotion with the Mike sequences. And Mike getting bullied too. That was a sad scene. It's like, I really feel bad for Mike. He keeps getting pushed aside, and that's what's going to push him away. Yeah. I really do think so.
I want to say something. I'm not going to say this, but I'll tell you later. Okay. But my heart breaks for the Mike scenes.
That's what's so good.
Those, break my heart, but, I feel so bad for Mike.
Yeah, shout out to the writers. Shout out to, the directors. Shout out to, the costume designers, the special effects, people. Yeah. Everybody. You guys do an amazing job at the show. I just want to say that. We just want to say that. We love your show. It's great. And I can't get enough of it. It's something I look forward to. Me and my sister look forward to every Tuesday, literally. Mm-hmm. It's the highlight of our day, honestly. And I cannot wait. I already know you guys are going to get confirmed for a season 3, because I think if I'm correct, you guys did get confirmed for a season 3. And if you guys didn't, I know you guys will. Your show's amazing. And I hope it goes on for, for a very long time. So, yeah, you guys are great. I just want to let you guys know that. Guys, also, share this video with the cast and the crew and, everybody involved with the show to just so they, so they hear that their show's awesome and that they're great. The stories are great, and you really feel the emotion. I feel for those scenes. I hope we get more Mike and, Courtney scenes. Especially, Mike and Yolanda talking. I just want to see different characters that we don't really see interact, and that's what we're getting this season. And I love that.
Stargirl renewed for season 3.
It got renewed? I knew it.
Yeah, it says season 3, but Confu gets season 2.
Yeah, literally. I love it. I love that dynamic. We finally got... I feel their brother and sister. I feel that now.
Yeah.
Because we finally got them to, actually, bond.
Yeah.
And I hope we see that more. I hope this wasn't just a one-time thing. Also, I'm thinking now this gives room for, Mike to take over as Stripe. I could see that now. That gives enough room where he will take over as Stripe in the suit. I can see that now because the rightful owner of the pen went to Jakeem, and also now it makes sense that, because remember, Mike was...
I think Mike would be better as Stripe because he is Stripe's son.
And remember, he was looking at both. I think debating on whether to take the pen or whether to take the Stripe suit. He was debating. I saw him looking at both. He's torn. And I love how it's it wasn't right for him. He's like, I feel like I wish it was in better hands, which is going to Jakeem, which as far as I know from what I've been hearing, that for everybody's been telling me in the comments, he is the sole owner after Johnny, and it makes sense that it would have went to Jakeem, which I'm excited to learn more about that character as the season goes on, if we're going to see him more in the season. And also, I'm excited to see Mike be in the Stripe suit. We'll probably see that in the finale. They'll wait to show us that in the finale, which I'm excited about. I cannot wait. I'm really excited. I just hope Mike... They don't exclude Mike. I hope they really they let him they
let him in.
Yeah, they don't exclude him. They really bring him in. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they let him be a part of the team. And, I wish he was more appreciated. And I feel like now Pat knows that because Johnny told, like, the Thunderbolt told him that, my the sole owners are like supposed to be like, I can't pick anybody that isn't like me. Meaning that, again, Mike is like him, and so was Johnny, that, they felt like, no one, they felt like abandoned. They felt, like they weren't cared for, you know what I mean? Like, and that makes sense, you know what I mean? They felt like they were excluded.
Yeah.
And I really do love that they picked the underdogs. That's what, the Thunderbolt picks, is the underdogs. Like how Johnny was, and like how Mike is. And I'm really happy we got that story, because it was so true, the way, like, Mike was being treated. I always felt like he was always not excluded in things, and not, he was always excluded, and it was sad. Now I'm happy, because, again, the Thunderbolt pen told him, like, Mike feels like, he is alone.
Yeah.
And it made me happy that Pat now knows that, you need to really bring him, get him involved, and I'm really happy about that.
Well, I think this is all around was like the best episode so far.
This was.
No, it's not episodes, but this is the best.
I love this episode. I love this episode. I would put it definitely over the 2 episodes we got, for sure. I understand, like, they're slowly doing a build up, but we're in it now. We're in it. Like, this really made me, okay, we're in the story. Let's go. Like, they were like setting the groundwork. Okay, she's in summer school. Okay, this and that. Yolanda, still feeling grief over killing Brainwave and everything, and Rick, with Grundy, because I still think it's Grundy he's feeding.
Zach thinks that since Yolanda is still in her brainwave, he thinks at the time that Henry can still be alive. Yeah, because she's getting headaches.
I'm thinking this might be a sign either Brainwave's not alive. There's no way. He got his neck slashed. And I told her, if you don't see a body, that means someone's alive. It's known comic book. It's just known. If you don't see a body to confirm someone's dead, they probably aren't dead. And I'm telling you,
I think Henry's alive.
Henry's alive. He is so alive.
I'm just gonna say
I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Because the actor that plays him said he will come back if it's a good story or whatever. And it makes sense again. And also, they didn't show us the body to pretty much, like, leave the door open if to bring him back in the story. And I'm telling you, Henry's most definitely probably alive, and that's why she's getting headaches. He might be somewhere, maybe, and, like, he's, like, trying to call to her or something. Something's up. Because it's weird that she's just hearing things like that.
He has chemistry with Yolanda.
As we all know. So he's alive. I bet you. I'm wondering who saved him. That's what I'm wondering, if he is alive. That's the question. Because no one was there to really save him. So who saved him? I don't know.
Yeah, because Cindy...
That's the question.
Cindy, when she went to lab, she tore up his picture.
And maybe unless he hit his head, like when maybe he did stop it. And then maybe, like, he did get a concussion, he forgets his name or something, and maybe, like, he's having bursts of, like, hit with his powers, so he's not sure what they are, and maybe, like, Yolanda's picking him up.
Yeah, because he didn't know what his
I don't know.
Were.
It's a theory. Probably a long shot. He could still be dead. I find it weird that she's, like, actually hearing Brainwave's power in her head.
I think it's Henry that's calling her. I think it's Brainwave.
I think Brainwave's dead. We saw his body. We saw his neck slash. There's no way he's alive. If he's still alive, that's so stupid.
She's like, I don't want to...
You killed him!
She's like, I don't want to go through what happened with Brainwave.
Exactly. And that's what... I feel like that's what could probably get Yolanda killed. Is that she now... I don't know. Her aggressive side... I feel like she's like... that side's like almost gone. And that kind of scares me. I don't know. I want her to still keep her guard up because I don't want her to, like, get hurt or anything. You know what I mean? So I just hope she keeps her guard up still. And I don't know. That's very interesting. It's interesting. Especially also now we know that Mike didn't mean to run over Jordan. He said that was by accident. It was just a coincidence. It just happened. I was flooring it. And I actually just... I didn't mean to hit him, but I hit him. So us saying, like, thinking, oh my god, he, like, did it on purpose and he was happy about it, he actually made it sound like he didn't mean to do it. So, which is it can make me breathe, like, okay. You don't have, like, you're okay with murdering people type of thing. I can actually breathe now.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, guys, I love the episode. Did you love it, Annie?
Yeah, it was good. This episode.
I loved it. It was a great episode. By far the best episode for sure. And that's just, like, again, that's only episode 4. 3, my bad. 4, I cannot wait for episode 4. Guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know what you guys thought about the whole seeing more of Courtney and, and Mike, like, more brother and sister moments. Also, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about seeing, the Thunderbolt pen out and about. And let me know what you guys think about Jakeem. What episode do you think he'll come in? And do you guys think he lives in Blue Valley? And also, do you think he goes to the school? Also, on top of that, let me know, do you guys think, what's his name again? Henry, do you think Henry's alive? That's why, Yolanda's hearing the brainwave, powers in her head. Or do you think Brainwave's alive? Why do you think she's hearing that? On top of that, let me know, again, what episode's your favorite? I know this was only episode 3, but let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite episode out of the 3 episodes. And again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, put those notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, a part of this family here on this channel. We're making moves, we're making strides. Literally, we're almost at 400 subs right now. We're at 366, almost at 400. And I'm super, super grateful for all the new subs that we've been getting. And I'm super grateful for all the love and positivity you guys, spread, in the comments. You guys motivate me each and every day to keep, striving for, my dreams. And you guys make me just want to keep dropping videos for you guys, keep, keep the content, flowing for you guys. So, again, I would just love for you guys to be a part of this family here on this channel. Again, share this video with the cast and the crew of Stargirl. We gotta let them know that we love this show. Please, just spam share this video with them. Let them know that we love the show. And, let's make this channel the known supporter of Stargirl. Let's show them that, oh, let's go check out their channel and see what they have to say about the episode. Let's make it this channel that for them. So they can be like, oh, what did they think about the episode? So share this video with them. Share it. Don't forget to like this video. And again, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. Me and my sister will see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.